Hey. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I wanted to do a quick video, and this is mainly targeted towards male narc abuse victims. I'm not sure if I'll make a video for the ladies. I'm not an expert, right? So I need you to understand I'm not a certified life coach or nothing like that, but this is just some observations I'm making and I wanted to share with y'all. But before I begin, click the like button, click the subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm making new videos, and share this video with like 2 friends. And without further ado, let's talk about it. So when you are a man, you get with somebody, you get with a fiance, you get with a wife, whatever, and you do everything you're supposed to. That means you are making sure that you're paying the bills, you're providing, you're, being a protector and all this other stuff, and you're not cheating on your woman and all this other, all these good things, right? You're led to believe that at the end of the day, everything is going to be peachy. Your woman is always going to love you. She's always going to stay faithful. She's never going to cheat. Or she's never going to ditch you and then get with somebody new within like 2 days. Like that doesn't happen, right? According to the grand scheme of things. And then what winds up happening is that, boom, you get with somebody who does that, or you get with a full-blown out-and-out narc, and they're devaluing you, they're taking your money, they're taking your time, and then at the end of it all, they're discarding you and probably taking away from your children. They love to do that. And you are now fuming and angry and hurt because this was not the way life is supposed to be, right? So then you go on YouTube or something late at night, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and you come across a topic called red pill, right? And then you start reading up or look at videos about MGTOW and, red pill and this and that, and, all women are this and hypergamy and yada, 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 yada. And so now you're sitting there and you're making sense of it all, right? And now you're trying to ask, you're asking yourself, well, darn, have I been had? Like, is the red pill right for me? Should I be following this kind of stuff? Now, for those who don't know, red pill is a term that references the Matrix movie. There's a scene in which Lawrence Fishburne is telling the main character, Keanu Reeves, listen, take the blue pill, you wake up in your bed in the morning, and you go back to life as normal. You take the red pill, you're going to step outside of the constructs that you live in, and you're going to see reality for what it is. And once you see reality for what it is, there is no going back. So of course, after some pensive thought and maybe like 7 seconds of hesitation, Keanu Reeves, aka Neo in the movie, takes the pill, swallows it, and well, the rest of the Matrix movie happens, right? So when it comes to relationships and men and dating and all this other stuff, there is now this movement to teach guys how to effectively date and how to deal with women. Now, the basic tenet of red pill is this, and this can apply to both genders. Everyone at their core because not everyone is pure evil, not everyone is pure good. Everyone at their core has the ability to act in a way that is in their own best interest. Meaning, you could get with somebody and no matter how faithful you are, no matter how much you keep your body in shape, no matter how much income you earn and raise yourself year after year after year, they will still not be satisfied and jump to the next person. This applies to both genders. But in terms of males, right, this is what we call red pill. Now, to further clarify, basically it says that women will act in a way that is, they get the best, the best deal out of it. Or as they call it, the BBD, the bigger, better deal. A woman will leave a relationship with a stable man because she finds that she's attracted to somebody else who may be giving her, some other feelings of excitement, or maybe more protected or more secure, or whatever the case may be. And that, in essence, every woman has that ability. Therefore, you need to act in accordance with that. How do you act in accordance with that? Well, you make sure that your purpose is not to be chasing women, but to be chasing your purpose in life. What is your purpose in life? Simply put, constantly improving yourself and thereby constantly improving the world around you. Whatever that means, whether it's going back to school, whether it's doing well on your job, whether it's, getting physically fit, hopefully all of the above, right? Focusing on the purpose, focusing on your mission, and then dealing with women or other men if you're into that stuff, in a way in which they come into your orbit and you have a very balanced outlook with life, right? And you will understand that at any time the woman you're with or the man you're with can bounce, they can break your heart, they can, peace out in a relationship, and you will be in a position in which you're not totally crushed and broken. Now, I've spoken to a lot of male narc abuse survivors, and the main string in all of this is the woman they were with, they loved intensely, they loved dearly, and this person took them for everything, either emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, and they're left holding the bag. They may have a messy divorce, they may have messy custody battles, all this. And what I'm seeing happening is that if a woman betrays a man, all of a sudden, yeah, she's got to be a narc. And that's not always the case, right? Some people are just really, they kind of jerks, right? And then some women are straight up, they are textbook MPD, and their actions are in line with that, right? But as men, our job is to lead, our job is to provide, our job is to protect, our job is to, oh man, my allergies are acting up. That's what happens when you drive near a park in like late summer, right? So the necessity for us is to push forward and to be better, right? So red pill allows us men to see the world for what it is and see relationships for what they are. Now, there's certain things about red pill that I don't agree with. For instance, you'll see coaches talking about don't date anyone over 30, don't date single moms, don't, date women with tattoos, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm like, Jesus, all right. Listen, at the end of the day, what you like or what you prefer or whatever, that's on you. But understand that in order to properly heal up from narc abuse and to be the best version of yourself, you have to focus back on yourself. You have to focus back on your purpose. And you have to approach women and relationships with the understanding that things can and will go wrong. The woman will get bored and be out. If you get married, you do run the risk of having her get tired and run off with half of your wealth and possessions and the kids. You know, this is what we're in for. And as men, we have to understand and be careful. Now, this is not to say women are evil. This is not to say, you know, avoid women. This is not to say, oh, you know, hate women, this and that. Like, no. No, that's totally wrong. You just got to understand what the world is and what life is like, right? There are plenty of great women out in this world. I believe there are more great people than there are crappy people. I believe there are more empaths than there are narcs. It's just that narcs are so devastating, right? And their abuse is so destructive and cutting that, you know, we have a need for narc abuse recovery, right? Just like there are other types of abusers. There's domestic violence abusers. There's children abusers. You know, all this stuff, they're out there. Doesn't mean that there's more of those than there are good people. Most people are good. Most people are fundamentally healthy. Most people, right? But, of course, you're going to have those, you know, crack nuts in the bag that aren't that way, right? So, just to reiterate, if you're a male narc abuse survivor, I would highly suggest you research Red Pill, and you will get the gist of it, right? Again, I do not subscribe to, you know, don't date single moms, don't date someone over 30, don't date someone with tattoos, don't, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't subscribe to all that. I do subscribe to be on your purpose, be on your mission, be, you know, be aware and have understanding that whoever you get with next has the potential to betray you, has the potential to stab you in the back, has the potential to hurt you, also has the potential to not do that. And you need to be wise, and you need to learn and grow from the abuse that you were in. So if you were with somebody for, like, say, a year, 2 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be, do the work, grow through it, okay? Figure out what are the red flags of narcissism. And when you finally get to that point in which you want to let somebody into your life and you're pre-screening, and by the way, this is, you know, don't rush it, obviously, but as you pre-screen individuals who you think may be a good fit, know the red flags, know the warning signs, know the love bombing, know the manipulation, you know, avoid that at all costs. Be relentless with your boundaries. Be relentless with cutting people off who are not mentally healthy. Be relentless with cutting off people who don't respect your boundaries, manipulate, all that. Be relentless. Be on your purpose. Strive for greatness. Strive for excellence in all areas of your life. Health, wealth, happiness, contentment, all of that. Strive for excellence. Strive for 10x. That is the only way you can, A, recover from narc abuse, meaning you come out of it better than when you went into it, and B, that's the only way you will have true revenge. And I hate using that word because, you know, I feel in my book, you don't ever really have revenge over a narc, because that would mean that a narc understands that their actions brought consequences, brought pain to you, which then deposited into their karmic bank account, and they will now reap what they sowed, right? Narcs don't get that. They don't understand that. So I'm very cautious about using the word revenge or, you know, all of that. But the best way to get, I guess you could say, justice, revenge, whatever, on the narc person who hurt you, who abused you, who took everything from you, who lied to you, who promised that they would be there for you forever and ever, and then they run off with your best friend, or they run off with their employer, or, you know, they're out here smearing your name, or they're taking your kids from you, or whatever the case may be. The only way to make them regret, I guess that's the best word, to make them regret what they did to you, is you go supernova in all interactions and in all areas of your life. 10x it all. Money, health, wealth, emotional stability, get new and better friends, right? Cut out unhealthy habits, right? Everything. Imagine what's your life 10x. What's 10x your salary? What's 10x where you live, right? What's 10x your mental and emotional maturity? What's 10x that? And go for that, okay? That's the basics of red pill. Take it responsibly. Like all medicines, it has side effects, okay? Side effects of red pill is, you know, you can become a little extra cynical. You can wind up excluding people from your life that may actually be good for you. Like if you go along with the whole red pill, like, oh yeah, I don't date single moms. There are plenty of great single moms out there who, by you just cutting them off because they're a single mom, you know, you're missing out. Like those are common side effects, right? So take it responsibly, gentlemen. Ladies, again, I'm not here to say like y'all the problem or none of that. No, no, no. We all got to cross the bear. We all trying to make the most of the best. Excuse me. We're all trying to make the best of the situation. We're all trying to be the best version of ourselves at the end of the day. Remember my motto: you either are going through life or you're growing through it, and you got to choose to grow in all aspects. Grow, baby, grow. All right. Y'all have a good day. Be blessed. Enjoy. And I'll see you in the next one.